So you've got an older Ford van and you've got the AC running, but every time you go up a hill, you have to give it a little bit more gas and you lose your vents and they come out the defrost. And by the time you get to the top of the hill, you're a sweaty mess. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix this with a simple bypass of the original HVAC vacuum reservoir. It's a very easy, quick, effective, and cheap project that you can do yourself. All right, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so to verify this problem, go ahead and start up your engine and locate this junction right here with this red vacuum line and gently pull that apart. Now, if you have a vacuum gauge, connect it right here onto the red vacuum line. That's the one coming directly from the intake, and read the vacuum right there. We're looking for at least 18 inches of mercury, but we have around 22, so we're in pretty good shape there. Next, go into the passenger side floor and locate this black line where it comes through the firewall and follow that up to this junction right here. Gently pull those two apart so we can take a reading. Hook your vacuum line to the black line, and as you can see, we have 0 on our vacuum. So this is after the vacuum reservoir. I'll show you where the vacuum reservoir is here in just a minute, but we know we've got a problem in between our red line and where we're picking this up right here. All right, so the parts we're going to need is this, obviously, vacuum reservoir. I'm just getting the Dorman one from the cheap auto parts stores. 47995 is the part number. If you want to get the OEM one, that's fine too. Whatever you get is going to work. And I'm also going to use this check valve right here. All right, very simple to find. I got this one out of the help section at the parts store. It was no problem at all. Where do these parts live at? Well, the reason that you want to do this bypass is unless you want to do about 8 to 10 hours worth of work, you have to pull out this whole HVAC duct box here with the blower motor and the evaporator and all that good stuff in there. The location of it is underneath the box. Basically impossible to get to without removing all this. I did manage to get a clip of the check valve with a little camera, and it's over. I got it over between the HVAC box and the fender. Very tight little area right there. Not very good lighting, as you can see. Very difficult to get to. So this is why you want to do this. Now this bypass is actually, when I show you how to do the bypass, it's actually after the factory parts. So the factory parts are out of the equation. There's no more leaking vacuum or any of that kind of stuff. All right, so we're going to need to pull that red vacuum line to the inside, so carefully pull that black line out of there, and then go ahead and separate this union right here and save this rubber piece for later. I'll show you where that's going to go in just a second. Now we're going to go ahead and pull that red line through to the inside. Now I've already got the doghouse off right here, and I've got the dash off with the metal plate that goes right there, as well as the dash cover that goes over that metal plate. So very easy to take that stuff off right there. So next, go ahead and grab the red line that's coming out of the intake port right here. There's a couple of lines there. It's this long one. So pull that through, and we're going to need that to do our bypass. This is our vacuum supply line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bolt out right here. This is on the right side of the doghouse, and just remove that bolt, and we're going to use the hole. I poked a hole in it with a screwdriver, and we're going to use that hole to push our vacuum line through, and I've gone ahead and cut the end of that red line off of there, and I'm going to have to trim it again before it's over to get it to the right length. Next, go ahead and cut this black line where it comes through the firewall right here. We're going to attach to that end that goes up into the dash, to your dash controls. So what I've done here is this is our red supply line. I've already cut it a little bit short, and I've taken that one bolt out right there, and I've attached my vacuum reservoir right there. And I've kind of turned it up at an angle. So now it tucks away nice and neat behind that metal plate. Here's our piece from the front that we took off earlier. Put that on the black side. That's our input side of the check valve, and hook our red line to that where you took it apart before. Next, the middle port of that vacuum line, or the check valve, goes up to your vacuum reservoir right there, and then this other line going to the right here is going to go to that black line that we just cut a second ago. And I usually use a wire tie, and I go ahead and clamp that wire tie on there to kind of hold everything together. That keeps them from coming off. Okay, so just so you know, I used 3/16 vacuum line everywhere except for right here where this black line was cut. It's just too small to go in the 3/16 very nice, so I took a piece of 1/8 inch and then I used a 3/16 by 1/8 inch adapter to join those pieces together. All right, so this black line right here goes up to the top of the dash right here where all your vacuum actuators are, and it goes to this plug that's right here. That yellow line is on that plug as well, and that actuates all of your doors inside the dash that move back and forth, that shift the air from place to place. Very simple. So review one more time. We have our main supply line coming in, going to the black side of the check valve. Coming off the top of the check valve right there is going to our vacuum reservoir right here. And on the right side of that check valve is going to our black line, and that black line is going up into the dash. Now let's go ahead and test it. It should be working at this point. We'll go ahead and put it on max AC, and oh yeah, coming right through there. Very nice, very strong, like it should be. You can kind of see our little doors moving right here, as our little levers rather, moving right here as I shift that control knob back and forth. So very nice, it's working perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and button up all the hoses and everything with wire ties or wherever I need them at and put the dash back together. Hope this video has been helpful. Thanks for watching.